The first time it happened, I convinced myself it was nothing. That's the scary part. Not the voice, not the room. The way my brain worked so hard to protect me from the truth. It was around 11:40 p.m. I remember because the microwave clock was blinking again. Power cuts in this part of Ohio mess it up all the time. I was standing in the kitchen, rinsing a coffee mug I didn't even remember using, when I heard it. Very clear, very calm. Evan. Not loud, not whispered either, just normal, like someone standing in the doorway, waiting for me to answer. The sound came from the guest room that had been empty for 3 months. I froze with my hands under running water. The sound of the sink suddenly felt too loud, too alive, like it was trying to cover something up. I stood there for a full 10 seconds, staring at the hallway, waiting for logic to kick in. Nothing else happened. No footsteps, no movement, no second call of my name. I laughed, actually laughed, and said out loud, "Okay, that's enough caffeine for today." I shut off the tap and dried my hands. That's when I made the worst mistake. I answered. Before I go any further, don't forget to subscribe to our channel before listening to the story, because there are many more scary stories coming up. Alright, let me tell you what that house does to you slowly, so you understand why I didn't run that night. I moved into the house on Cedar Hollow Road in late October. Cheap rent, quiet neighborhood, tall trees that blocked most of the streetlight glow. The kind of place that feels peaceful if you're lonely, and dangerous if you think too much. I was recently divorced. No kids, no pets, just boxes and silence. The guest room used to be my office. Then it became storage. Eventually, it became nothing. I stopped opening the door. Not because anything bad happened, just because there was no reason to. That's how empty rooms work. They fade. So when I heard my name, my mind grabbed the nearest explanation. Stress, memory, echo. When I walked down the hallway, the guest room door was open. I know it was closed earlier. I always closed it. Something about dark rooms makes me uncomfortable. Inside, the room was exactly how it should be. Empty. No furniture, no boxes, just moonlight spilling across the carpet through the window. I stood there, heart beating faster than it needed to, and said, "Hello?" My voice sounded wrong in that space, like it didn't belong. Nothing answered. I closed the door, locked my bedroom, and slept with the TV on. That should have been the end of it. It wasn't. Over the next week, little things started shifting. The guest room door would be open in the morning. I'd swear I closed it the night before. Sometimes I'd hear a sound, like someone shifting their weight on carpet, then nothing. The house had a way of settling, like all old houses do. Pipes clicked, walls sighed, but this felt timed, intentional. The voice didn't come back right away. Instead, the silence changed. Have you ever noticed that there are different kinds of quiet? There's peaceful quiet,